Hello family, welcome back to Bex Flavor. I hope that you are doing very well. On today's menu, I want to share this amazing recipe with you. This is called Ofam. It's basically made out of ripe plantain and added some flour in. It looks like a cake, it may taste maybe like a cake, but it's made of plantain. Okay, let's get started. So to get started here, I have got all the ingredients. I have got some ripe plantains, so don't throw your plantains away. And then I have got some onion, a Scotch bonnet and a little ginger, some cloves powder, some salt. I've also got some baking powder, some flour, peanut butter and palm oil. I will list everything in the description box below, so please do check that out. So to start with, it is so easy. All I'm going to be doing is slicing up the onion, add the Scotch bonnet, the ginger, and then add the star of the dish, the plantain. It is that simple, that easy. I'm just going to blend everything together until it's nice and smooth, and then I will add the rest of my ingredients. Also, just to let you know that I did added half a teaspoon of my cloves powder. It wasn't on camera, but I did add it, so don't forget it. It's so important to have that authentic Ofam taste. Okay, now some of you may be wondering that maybe this is like the same way you kind of make tatale, but tatale is like fried in a frying pan, and this one is being baked. Okay, and with tatale you will not add peanut butter. We will come to that stage, but it's a little bit different. Okay, but taste wise, it doesn't taste too much of each other, but this recipe I definitely love. It is one of my favorite dishes to make with plantain. Okay, I am not a big fan of soft, ripe, overly ripe plantain, but if it's ripe, this is definitely what I'll be making with it. Let me know in the comment section below how you like your plantain. I know I've asked this before on my Instagram and the crowd was going wild. People were coming for my neck because I like my plantain quite on the hard side. Okay, but that's another topic for another day. Okay, let's concentrate on our Ofam. Okay. So I will be adding a little bit of water just to help the blending process, but if you have a blender that can do the job without water, by all means do this, but you really need a tiny bit of water to make sure that it blends. Otherwise it will get too runny and you do not want that. You want to blend this to a very soft and smooth consistency. So once I have reached my desired consistency, I am going to be pouring this onto my bowl, and then I'll be adding the rest of the ingredients. So Ofam has like a nice yellowy color and a very unique taste, and this comes from palm oil, so you have to add your palm oil. Okay, you cannot miss this out. Very important. And then because I like nice things, I am adding in some peanut butter. I think peanut butter makes everything taste so much better. Okay, argue with me in the comment section below if you don't agree, but I love peanut butter in everything. So I'm just adding in about 3 tablespoons. You can add more or less if you like. And then I'm adding in a little bit of salt just to bring all the flavors together, because you know the plantain is sweet. You want to add a bit of salt to bring and tie everything up nicely. And I'm just going to be mixing everything together, ensuring that the peanut butter and the palm oil and the salt are nicely incorporated into the plantain butter. Then when everything is nicely combined, I'm going to be adding in about one cup of plain flour, but I will do this gradually, okay? So you want to add this nice and slow and steady because you don't want to have a firm consistency. You want to have it like a thick one, but not too thick and also not too runny. I'm also going to be adding in some baking powder because more or less we're kind of making a cake-ish, so that is going to help with the rising process as well. Then I'm just going to mix everything together and then we will continue. If you mix your flour together and you feel that you need some more flour, by all means go ahead and add the flour, but please don't add too much. Like I said, if you add too much, it's just going to be too thick and then you're not going to really like it. It's going to take away all the plantain flavor and it will just end up tasting very floury, so you don't want that. You just want a little bit just to firm it up. So this is the consistency that you need to get, okay? So now I've got here my cake tin. You can use any size cake tin that you want, and I'm going to be greasing this with some palm oil, okay? This is because the palm oil is already in the ingredients and I want it to taste the same. I don't want the taste to change, so I don't want to grease my pan with any other kind of oil, but just with the palm oil, and it's also going to give it a nice color on the outside as well. Then I'm just going to pour everything in my cake tin and I'll put this in the oven for about 45 minutes to 60 minutes, depending on how much butter that you have, okay? So I'm just going to flatten out the top so that it looks nice while it's baking. That's all I'm doing. It's just preference. You don't have to, but it looks nicer when this is done. Then I'm just going to get it in the oven for about 45 minutes to an hour. So after about 60 minutes, I took out my Ofam and it's looking so good and smelling even better. I am going to put a skewer in to see if it's cooked. If you put a skewer in and it comes out nice and dry, then you know that your Ofam or your plantain cake or any cake you're making is fully cooked through. I'll let this sit for about 10 minutes. So now I'm going to take it out of the cake tin and oh my gosh, I cannot wait to eat this. Of course, I am going to cut it to let you see how it looks like in the middle, okay? Because I know if I don't, you are going to come for my head. And I want to entice you to make this for yourself. It is really nice. If you've never tried this recipe, you really need to try it because it's just nice. If you're a plantain lover, you're welcome, okay? So here we are. You can still see the steam coming out of this Ofam. Oh, guys, me looking at it right now, I just want to eat more and more of this. It is so good. I promise you, you are going to love it if you try it. And I always have mine with a side of peanut because, hey, I already told you, peanut make everything taste better, okay? But if you made it so far in this video and you've enjoyed this amazing recipe, you haven't yet subscribed, please go ahead and do subscribe to my channel. Give me a thumbs up, like this video for me, comment below and let me know if you've ever tried this, if you've ever heard this, what you call this in your local dialects. Just let me know in the comment section below, okay? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to share this video with everyone, okay? I'll see you next time in my video. Thank you. Bye.